Hey, what's up, everyone? Hello, moms. Hey, y'all. Today is the first of Tuesday's Truths. So, what's true for you today? I'm going to share what was true for me today and just kind of what I did today, how it started, and all the plans that I had, and then how I felt I got stuck in procrastination or either major distraction and an inability to focus on one thing. So let's see what happened today, guys. Got up, did my thing this morning. I didn't do some of my morning ritual, which was going to throw you off, right? What else? I realized that I just decided to take my time this morning preparing breakfast, some coffee and something warm, some bone broth, just to kind of curb my appetite because I really wasn't ready to eat for the morning or the day. And then I had a coaching session with a peer this morning. And the coaching session was not me coaching this time. I was being coached. And, we're working on timeline therapy. Um, at least that's how it started. But anyway, um, it seemed very typical. However, some things that I just allowed myself to feel and experience brought up some emotions that I kind of thought I cleared. And yeah, so I found myself crying, really just beginning to well up. And she noticed something and she said, "Oh, what was that?" And I think I just took a big exhale and I realized, oh, wow, I've left that part of my past on the timeline and went straight to a memory that had some other things that needed to be unpacked. You know, I was thinking about more of my dad's protection and what felt comfortable for me and how the times that were really great that I felt protected. And then it went to when I was sexually assaulted at 17, and I was actually only a block away from my dad at the time. And I was really kind of stuck in what my response was, it was fight, flight, freeze, except I didn't even really get into any of that. I really just noticed that it wasn't even that I actively chose freeze in that moment or what my recollection of that moment was. Actually, it was I took care of myself. I protected myself in the best way that I knew how at that moment. I chose what I chose in that moment to survive. And that was taking care of myself. And that as much as I might have wanted my dad's protection at that time, I believe I was weeping for the 17-year-old that might have wanted that. Yet my current self could tell her, you did amazingly well. All of what you did is what has gotten you to this place today, and that you do have agency. You do have personal power. You exercised great choice in choosing you, choosing to live, choosing to survive, and choosing to tell your story later on in various different ways or settings, but you chose yourself. And that in itself was a very powerful thing. And so initially the whole session was on protection and what we think it is and all those other things. And I really can't even think about it right now. I mean, I can't even remember it. But I do remember the session being very telling. And when I say telling, I mean it revealed more of my strength than what I might have perceived as a weakness. And so I thought I would share today's truth with you. And so that is Tuesday's truth. And she suggested that I kind of take care of myself since it was a pretty heavy session. And I did that. And then I was also wondering, why can't I kind of like snap out of it? I went and took a nice walk in the back with the leaves blowing and the breeze, all of that, and just really enjoyed a short walk. And I thought I would come back and get to some work, but for whatever reason, I couldn't seem to focus. Or I wanted to check on this. Oh, I wanted to research a charitable foundation that's local that I want to donate the proceeds to the book, Live, Love, and Prosper. That's coming out soon, guys, in a few weeks. And I felt like I got stuck. And I was like, what am I stuck on? And so I was thinking, is it looking for the email template to contact the agency and just let them know that I'm a local author, that I have found them and I'm thoroughly excited about what they do? And the name of the organization, guys, is Time for Change Foundation, and it is in San Bernardino, California. And they even had a movie that was made about the founder, Kim Walker, and Taraji P. Henson was the director or the producer, and Jennifer Hudson played her. So I've just been researching and finding so much valuable information. And this organization helps women just get themselves back, find themselves, reconnect to themselves, whether it's from substance use, whether it's from trauma, whether it's from intimate partner abuse, whether it's from incarceration. I just love what the organization is about. So back to my Tuesday's truth. I will be contacting them. But today's truth was be in the moment. And so I allowed myself to be in the moment. I got up, moved around a little bit because energy is everything. Because I felt my energy just sinking, guys, in the chair, just sinking like, wait a minute, you're not being productive, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, no, something's up. And let's just be curious about it. As opposed to being critical, let's be curious. And so I ended up listening and watching an Evan Carmichael video, which was really good. He was coaching one of his mastermind students about being in their 60s and starting a business. And so, of course, I connected to that. But anyway, guys, Tuesday's truth is be in the moment. Focus on being curious as opposed to being critical, and reminding yourself that you're making the best choice that you can in the moment, in that moment, and give yourselves lots of grace. All right, guys, until next Tuesday with Tuesday's Truth, have a great one. It's Halloween. Toodles. Be safe.